of the Algebra 2 SLS review, which is what they're doing tomorrow night, so you're not missing out on anything. Yay! Alright. Yeah. Okay. There's an app for that. Yeah? In your calculator, find the purple app button. Yeah. The purple app button. Okay? Here we go. To solve a polynomial, you can use the purple app button and find the one that says polysymbols. Mine's got a lot of it. Yours should only have 4 things on there. Yours one does it have polysymbols on it? Ooh! Okay, I gotta fix that one. Yeah, fix it. I got you. Is it number 9? I missed it. Oh, yours is 9. You know what? I need to be in this one. Yeah. Let me change it to the color. Just maybe it's not the same thing. Let me get yours. Yeah. Okay, switch with me because I'm collecting your art. Okay. You see polysymbols? Okay. Ah, sweet Caroline. All right. Yeah. So polysymbols is a root finder. Remember, root is just another word for solutions, zeros, x-axis, x plus x, right? Yeah. So it's a root finder. Go ahead and enter after that screen. And the only choice that you will actually be using is choice number 1. So the one that says polynomial root finder is the one you pick. Okay. The very first choice is your order. The order is the degree of your polynomial. So if the highest degree, the highest exponent is squared, then you want to pick 2. For the cubic function, you want to pick 3, and so on. Right? The next one, so we're just going to leave it at 2 for now. The next one chooses what type of answers you want the calculator to give you. Okay? The first one is real answer, so it can be imaginary, and it won't show it as a solution. If it does have an imaginary answer, then and you want to see it, then you pick A plus BI. The thing with A plus BI is it's a complex number, so it includes both reals and imaginary. So all the answers will be A plus BI. Yeah? That third choice is polar. We haven't done polar yet. Okay. So always set it to A plus BI. Yay. You can choose whether or not you want your answers to be fractions and decimals. The float thing is just for decimals, and you're not too worried about radians just yet. Yay. If you hit next. Oh, sorry, under the button, like under the thing that you want, just hit the button under it. So graph the next thing. Okay. You see that screen? Okay. A, B, C. It's easy as seriously, so A is, so in this case, the A2 would be the coefficient, the A in the first term, then A1 would be the middle coefficient, and A0 would be the one that doesn't have an X on it, it's the constant, right? So, for example, if you're trying to solve like 3x squared plus 2x minus 1 equals 0, then you would just type in 3, 2, and since it's a minus 1, negative 1. Yeah? Okay. This may or may not have an answer. Underneath solve is the button graph. So you can graph. And the answers are negative 1 and 1/3. So this one tells you that x is equal to negative 1 and 1/3. Those are the roots. What are the factors? Got x minus 1. Oh, 3x, yeah. So x plus 1 and then 3x minus 1. So this one, if you put it back into the parentheses, right, pull the opposite out. And then the 3 just moves up to the front where the x is. Hey! Fascinating, right? Yeah. With this stuff though, make sure this first line, you have to set that equal to 0. Alright? So you have to set that equation equal to 0 to solve it. Joy, let's practice. Here we go. Yeah. Oh! Setting should put in order. So in your calculator, you're typing in. Yeah. 1x squared. Oh, sorry. Plus 4x minus 16 equals 0. Yeah. If you're still at that polysymbol, if you see co-f, right, it's under the zoom button, you can go back and change it. You don't have to start all over again. So it goes 1, 4, 16. Negative 16. Yeah. And solve. Goodness gracious, Batman. It's okay. It's a multiple choice test. You got all day. So figure out which one it is. Obviously, we can get rid of the imaginary ones. Yeah. And it's definitely not positive or negative 4. Which one is it? Plug it in. Maybe. Oh, second quick. You just stop. Second quick. So second. There you go. Oh, again. There you go. So hit second mode to put out of there. Hit second mode again. Get out, and then just start typing in the answers. Where are we at? Negative 16. Oh, that one's a negative 6. So the answer is negative 6.47 and 2.47. Yeah, so if you plug in negative 2 plus 2 root 5, you should get one of them, and to double check with negative 2 minus 2 root 5. So this right here will give you those answers. Right, or you can do all over to a cosine quadratic formula as fast. Is it working actually? Yes, it's working. So you will see an I. So it'll be something plus something, 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 I, and it's yeah. I always check it. So plug it into the calculator without the I. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, love. It gave you the positive. Let's double check. Hang on. Quit. Oh, positive 6, not negative 6. Because you want the first one to be negative 6. Yeah. So, and that's a clue right there. You want a number is negative, so you want to start out with negative. Yeah. It's good. That's very good. Very good. Ah! So here's one. What describes the roots of the equation? Usually, you would use the discriminant, negative b over 2a, right? But you could use the polysymbol one to show you what types of roots there are. First off, though, set it equal to 0. So it'd be 0. Yep. So if you're at the polysymbol, okay, we're still at square, ahead, and 9, negative 6, and 1. Did I change the mode? Nope, I did not. Sorry. If you go back, if you hit window, there's a thing underneath that says, on top says mode, you can change that to A plus BI. Just set it to A plus BI every single time. Yeah. So that way, are they? You did not? So, oh, plus 1. Yeah. Oh, there you go. 1/3 and 1/3. So, what is it? It's one real root. Yeah, because you get x is equal to 1/3 twice. So it's a double root, which means it's exactly one real root. So, joy. Joy. Let's do it again. Here we go. Ah! If you don't know how to factor, which is a problem because I don't know dose, right? Just in case, though. Just in case. Check this out. Pretend that x squared y squared is not there, right? This is the A. This is A1 or A2 right here because it has the square roots. There's going to be a 0 xy, right? So it's going to 60 and then x squared y squared plus 0 minus 25. So if you're missing one of the numbers, just plug in the 0 where it is. Alright, so on your polysymbols, go into coefficients, you're just typing 16, 0, and 25. And when you can solve, is it negative 25? Gosh darn it. You're right. Yeah. Is that better? Oh, no. Go back, coefficients. Alright. 16, dot, yeah, negative 25. Solves. Yeah. So, 4xy plus or minus 5 is the answer for this one. Okay, when you see negative 5 over 4, 5 over 4, you know that the first one has to be xy, then plus 5, then minus 5 for your. Or you can just use dose. You know how to do it. Okay. Sorry, I typed in positive 25 and got an I, but it's supposed to be negative 25. So if you type in negative 25, it's really good. 8. Alright, here we go. One caveat though, when doing this, there is a GCF. So the polysymbols does not take the GCF out first. Oh no, it does not. You have to take it out first. What is the GCF? 3y. Yeah, so make sure you GCF first, because the polysymbols will not do that. Okay? So we end up with minus 54 divided by 15. 15. Okay. Okay. Now this, the 1, the 3, and the negative 18 is what you would put into the polysymbols. Negative 6 and 3, which means it would be a positive 6, right? And a negative 3. Is that right? Yeah. What's that? Is it y? Oh, with the 3y at the end. Which PS, don't forget to leave that GCF. It's good. Just factor. Just do it. This is a just in case. Yeah? It's always good to have an extra tool toolbox, right? Yeah. Yeah. I know you know how to do this outright. Like I said, it's not meant to solve anyone's intelligence whatsoever. Alright, here we go. Complex numbers. Yeah. Okay. Go back to the main part of your calculator. If you just hit second plus 7, 1, 2, nope. Main. Yep, and then 6 is good add. Oh, good. Okay. So, on your calculator, the second button is the mode button. Okay. One of the things you want to do on the SOL while you're setting up for a problem is to go ahead and make sure that you pick A plus BI from the mode, just in case there's any imaginary numbers. Enter. So make sure that A plus BI is set up. Yay? Once that's set up, magic happens. Here's the thing. The square root of negative 81 would say error if you didn't do that. But if you do that, just said do. Type that into your calculator and goodbye. It tells you I. Okay, Jay, don't die. Here we go. You can even use it to multiply. So the next one is the square root of 18 times the square root of negative I'm not dead. Okay. So these are the out of the 60 questions you should spend no more than maybe 2 seconds on. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here we go. What's the answer to the third one? So this was square root of x 9i. This turned out to be 30i. Yeah. Yeah. Answer. Negative 22. This dog. Let's type it in. Yeah? Okay. I squared. Right? Yeah. I didn't spend too much time working out by hand because, again, these are like onesie, twosie questions on SQL. It should not take that long. So just as a reminder, if you hit math, num, I part, it will simplify all those I problems for you. Okay? So again, math. Oh, yeah. Math. Go over to num. And then I part is choice number 3. Where's the I button? Decimal. So second decimal is I to the first one's 47. Negative I. Yeah. Right? If you don't want to retype all that, second enter. Yeah? Use the arrow buttons to change the exponents. You're at 33. There's one. Okay. Try again with a 21. So second enter, go over 21. Well, that's another I. Yeah. And try 15 again. So got it. So just those two. Sweet. All right. Does anyone have any problems with the calculator yet? It's good. Everyone's calculator working. Oh, good. Because literally, you can type in I problems. Take a look at this next one. Yeah? Yeah, type that in. Just like you see it, parentheses and everything. Which one is it? Do you agree? Yeah. Yep. Sweet. Okay. All right. Here we go. This next part, you already know how to do it in the calculator. We've done this and practiced it in class. Just a reminder. If you want to find a radical of something, right? You take that number, like for the next one, it's 45, right? Type it into the y column, and it's 45 divided by x squared, because this is a square root thing. So to find that 45, let me clear it out, it's y is equal to 45 divided by x squared. And then you look at the table. What are we looking for? Lowest y. Thanks, love. Lowest y is 4 and 5. So we know the first part of this problem is going to be 3 root 5. Yeah? How many times does 2 go into 9? 4 with 1 left over. So it's x to the 4th root 1x. And then 2 goes into 36 18 times. Outsides come together. So it's 3x to the 4th, y 18, root 5x. Nothing new there. Yeah? Okay. Just a reminder, if it's like there's like more than one, like multiplication division, make it into one root and then do that trick. Because if you try to do it individually and then try to multiply, you might have to do it again. Yeah? So simplify at the very end. Here we go. multiplying these two together, the insides multiplies to the insides, so you get 54 x to the, yeah, yep, and then do the calculator trick with 54. So y equals 54, but this time it's x to the third. Yeah, you just keep the radical too. Yeah, x to the third. Second table. 3 and 2. Yay! So it'd be 3 cube root of 2, and then 3 goes into 7 twice, so x squared cube root of another x. Clean it up, clean it up. 3x squared cube root of 2x. Woo! Alright. When it comes to subtraction, right, or addition subtraction, you have to have the same root. We go through that whole situation again, but let me just show you something just a little bit different. Okay? Remember what it says stone. Where does it say stone? Yeah. Here we go. Every time you hit second plus 7, 1, 2, second plus 7, 1, 2, right? Every time you hit that button, the x always gets reset to 0. Okay? Okay. Take your favorite number that is not 0. Sure. All right. So, if you go x, stone, then set x as 2. Oh, what happened? Is it backwards? Oh, 2 stone x. Okay. It's 2 stone x. There you go. Right? So if you store a value for x, it'll use that value in the problem. Yeah? So, another way to get around this problem is just type it in. So now that you have a value for x, just type it in. And then find the one that matches it. Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you. Julia's giving me the look. Here we go. If you type in square root 75x cubed minus 27, oh, sorry, square root of 27 x cubed, get rid of that last 7. All right, that is the value where x equals 2. You just have to find the same value. Don't work. Great. What's up? Oh, you did it. You went backwards and did it one time before. It seems easier to do it the other way. I got you. I got you. This is an easy problem. If it comes to like a super difficult problem, you can use that stow thing, especially since it's a multiple choice question. You just need to find the one that's the same answer. 7, 9, da da da. That's when x equals 2. Right? When x equals 2, find the one that is that. What is? All together? D as in, just making sure. Yeah. I mean, it's multiple choice. Okay? Okay. Still what? Awesome. Just make sure that you reset it. When you reset it, you have to set that x back to where it was. Because if it's a 0, then everything is a 0. Alright. Here we go. Same thing for radicals. Yeah? Type that into the calculator and find the answer that's equivalent without having to write down anything other than the answer, so you can remember, but it's on the calculator. What was the decimal answer for this thing? Woo! Okay. Which has that same value? Which one is it? A? Which one is it? It's D. It's D. Yeah, that's a pretty high number. So that's the closest one. Joy. Okay. Alright, you know how you do that stow button for X? If you have other variables, you do it for Y also, so you can also do that trick. But just as a reminder to show you the proper way to solve this problem, okay, if you have a radical, it can be turned into a rational exponent, and it goes exponent divided by, yeah, the index on the outside. Absolutely. 16, believe it or not, has an exponent. What's the exponent of 16? It's 1. So this thing is 16, 1 over 4, x, 15 over 4, and y, 17 over 4. 16 to the 1/4 can be typed into your calculator, just in case, right? So 1 divided by 4. Bam. Yay? Okay. And everything else is pretty much, it is what it is. Yeah, so the answer is yes! Boy, there's a lot of D's. Oh, good. All right. Number 8 was on in the 2014 test. It's when they did the technology enhanced questions where you have to put a bunch of different spots, right? So some of them goes inside, some goes outside. Use whatever technique you know, right? What goes in the outside box? Three. Y squared. Good. Inside box. 6. That's the one. Joy. Jackson. It's a truth. It is on YouTube. Yeah. Jackson Turner is brilliant. All right. Here we go. All right. Reducing a fraction is super easy on the calculator too. We know that 3 over 7 does nothing for us, but if you do, quit. Here we go. You go alpha y equals, yeah, and then pick the fraction button, which is number 1. Right? If you just type 36 over 7, I think that'll give you 36 over 7. Interesting. It won't give you a mixed number. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Can you hit math? Nope. Say it again. Is it math? Can you put your x back to 0? You can, you just have to do the second plus as one. Right. Well, 0 to another number would just be 0 again. So that's why you don't want x to be 0, because it's just 0. Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's see. Did we clear the calculator? So what's x? 2 still? All right. Pick another number. 5. I like it. All right. Let's do 5 stow, and then do y. So y is the green button, and 1. Yay. Okay. You see where the y is? Okay. So in this case, we let x equals 2 and y equals 5. You can pick whatever number you want. Just type in that equation into your calculator. So you go x to the 3 divided by 7, then alpha 1, which is y, to the 36 divided by 7. Life hacks, right? So you want to find the one that's closest to 5293.168, da 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 da. I think Jenny found it. Where are we at? Yeah? Yeah. show you what I typed in? Yeah, sure. So we already had x was 2, right? And y is 5, so you literally just type it in as you see it. When you hit the exponent button, it'll just do it for you. Answer? See? There you go, girl. Yeah, I mean, that's how you're supposed to do it. Exactly. That's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah. Should we check? I think we should check. Nope. Alpha y to the 5th. And then, oh gosh darn it. Okay, alpha y to the 5th. And then 7th root. Hang on. Here. 7, math, 5, x to the 3rd. Did I do it right? Yeah? Hey, there it is. Yeah. It's faster if you know actually what you're supposed to do with it. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Teddy. I don't know. I would have to take a look at that. Because if you do alpha y equals, you can do... Oh, here you go. This thing? Okay, so how about this? If you go 36... Sorry. Alright. Alpha y equals 3. Gosh darn it. Okay, so we go 36 divided by 7. Yay. Alpha y equals 3. Maybe. Still 36 over 7. Yeah. Because you know, because like Trey said, it's 35. Close to 37. Yeah. Alright. Almost there. Was that it? Oh. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. Everyone's worried because I'm taking away your calculator, right? Here's the deal. Okay. You have... Get this down. Yeah. Okay. You have the rest of this class period to keep working on your checkpoints. It is a test grade and it needs to be complete. As long as you've tried every problem, that is a 100-point test grade. Yay. All right. It is due the Monday after your SOL, so I want you to keep it on Friday, all right? Here's the deal. There is an extra credit gallery walk outside in the hallway. So for some of you, if you've been working on that checkpoint and you're just about done with it, awesome, hang on to it. There's a gallery walk in the hallway. If you do the gallery walk today, then you can get some extra credit points. It will not count against you if you don't do it. I am collecting the calculators at the end of the block, so unless you have one at home, you can't work on your checkpoints at home. So make a choice. Everything is supposed to work in your favor. Yes, love? Yeah, if you have one. Yeah, I'm collecting them because I have to like inventory and then clear everything and get it all set up. Oh, the extra credit? Yeah, do as much as you can, right? Do as much as you can. Use what we learned today and then you should be good. Yeah? All right, go. I think we have